It's a lovely day, isn't it? It's a beautiful day. Drake's Island looks just gorgeous there, and we've got the lovely blue water. But what most people around here, Plymouthians such as myself, don't know is that this, believe it or not, is where the first ever, I emphasize recorded, submarine death ever happened. Right there. So this was all the way back in the 1700s, 1774. So in 1774, a carpenter, got a bloke called John Day, which is the most Janna name I've ever heard in my life, got a little bit too tipsy at the pub. He approached his mate, a bloke called Christopher, who was a professional gambler and a fairly minted man as far as anyone can tell. And he said, hey mate, I got an idea. Oh God, John, not one of your ideas. Listen, I bet you that my ship Maria, you know that thing I've been working on? You mean the scribbles? Yeah, I know that thing. If I can actually build that, and if you finance it, I will create a submarine. I will actually be underwater for 12 hours, and I will survive it. And if I do that, you got to give me some dosh. John, I think you're going to die, and I'm going to be fine. So if you finance this, we can do it. John, again, I emphasize this because I'm mildly like you, and because I like holding on to my money. You're going to die. I'm not going to die. Now, are you going to do this, or are you going to be a wimp? All right, fine, we'll do this. Christopher would come to vaguely regret that. So, after about a year of construction, Mr. Christopher decides, okay, this seems to be working to some degree. I might actually lose my money here, and this only made John Day, let's just say, probably even more egotistical on the matter. Now, pretty much everybody said the same thing. John, you're going to die. Now, John was defiant, even as they built up his submarine and towed it out there. Now, his submarine, the Maria, was a kind of schooner that has been repurposed. We have some plans that should be showing up your screen right now about what it looked like, and even a cool 3D modelling version of it actually underwater, courtesy of Plymouth Herald. So they towed this out all the way to around that area there, just between here on the Hoe and to Drake's Island itself. So after they towed him out, John, because he was feeling very, 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 very optimistic about his chances, and because he probably thought he was going to be a rich man, decided to get cocky. In his actual diving chamber, they put up a hammock, and he went down there with a cup of tea and some biscuits. So there he was, sat there in his hammock, looking up. His mates, including probably Christopher, looking down at him through the hatch. Christopher, I imagine, probably wanted to say one more thing. John, I'm a little bit afraid this is the last time I'm ever going to see you, and you know, you're a family man, and I kind of have second thoughts about this. You just don't want to lose your money, mate, innit? Go on, close the hatch. I'll see you in 12 hours. Yeah, 12 hours will kingdom come. Look, just close the hatch. I'll pray for you. Maria sank into the depths. John died, obviously, pretty much immediately. I'm not entirely certain how he died. He either died because, well, he had nothing left to breathe. He either died because hypothermia, although personally, if it happened in summer, I doubt that. Or because they didn't know much about underwater physics at that time, he was probably crushed like a Coke can. So that is one of the many claims to fame that my lovely, dirty, sexy city has. That this port of, well, currently nuclear submarines has its very first death in a bloke who ultimately was nowhere near as smart as he thought he was. But hey, Chris got to keep his money. Well, wherever you were, John, I salute both your bravery and your stupidity. Rest in peace. Hey guys, thank you for watching my very first video. As you can probably tell, it was my very first. Special shout out to my friend Abood. His link is in the description. He has his own YouTube channel. He was a massive help for my first video, and he has a very thriving channel right now. and you should go ahead and be a part of the show on his channel too. If you liked my video or you think it has any hope whatsoever, please feel free to sub. That would be really appreciated. Also, I would really appreciate any constructive criticisms you guys might have to be put in the comment section. Feel free to make fun of me too, because I know I do. Have a great one, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.